But let's talk a little bit about what hasn't changed, which is most everything else. You have the same Retina display and 2560 by 1600 resolution with a 16 by 10 aspect ratio that I know a lot of you love, and it's got good color gamut. It's one of the selling points versus the MacBook Air. It's wider color gamut. It's a lovely display. Same as the last generation model. Also, we have the same casing. I know there were rumors about a 14-inch MacBook Pro replacing the 13-inch, just like the 16-inch had replaced the 15-inch, but obviously that's not the case. Rumors of mini LED displays, well, not yet. Maybe next year. Who knows what's going on, or if that was just pie in the sky dreaming. We don't know about that. You've got Wi-Fi 5 on board with Bluetooth 5 and a 720p FaceTime HD camera, same as last generation. So were it not for the whole butterfly keyboard canoodle that people were avoiding or thinking about upgrade, is, as it ever was, 3.1 pounds, which is 1.4 kilograms. So not the lightest 13-inch Ultrabook / laptop on the market, but that's fine. And rather than having Apple compromise features even more to make things thinner and lighter, we'll just let them do what they're doing right now. 15.6 millimeters thick, so it's a pretty slim laptop. One other difference between, and this has happened before, the base and the better version of the 13-inch MacBook Pro, the base model has 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports, and the higher-end $1799 and up Intel 10th Gen model has 4 Thunderbolt 3 ports. They both have a headphone jack, yay that, and yeah, that's it for ports. Speaking of SSDs, the base model, the $1299 model, has a 256 gig SSD, so that's kind of odd. It should have a better display, and it is noticeable. Nice, saturated looking colors, more vivid. It's also still very color accurate. Apple claims 500 nits of brightness, so it is brighter than the MacBook Air 2. We didn't get quite that. You can see the metrics on screen, but still it's a very bright display. Obviously you get 4 Thunderbolt through plus graphics, but it's not a huge leap forward on that. It does have 2 fans inside to control heat. So what I'm going to talk about, because this is really pretty much a known quantity laptop other than, well, the change to the keyboard, which is a good thing, and yes, I like 3 ports, so that's a lot of connectivity going on there versus the MacBook Air as well. In terms of heat, actually, speaking of heat, compared to the 16-inch MacBook Pro, which is certainly a toastier machine, particularly if you hook up external monitors and start doing things like video editing or gaming and all that sort of thing, obviously this is the one that's going to have a cooler casing to the touch, though the core temperatures can get up there, but only if you're doing something like, say, we did our Cinebench R20 benchmark, which you can see Apple, interesting to see in Cinebench, that number one, the temperatures to the touch weren't that bad compared to a 16-inch MacBook Pro. And also, running through several concurrent, just keep running the test over and over again to see how much heat makes the performance drop. Not really. Really, you can see a 30-point drop going down or a 30-point boost the next. In our 10th gen model, performance is better. The single core speed is noticeably better than the previous generation, but it's not a great leap. Again, were it not for the butterfly keyboard, I don't think anybody would be upgrading from the last gen charger. Apple's typical kind of white, shiny, square design, pretty portable. There.
Guys, thank you for watching.